What is up? How are we all doing? Oh boy, I'm back from the Nationals coverage. That was from Friday all the way till Sunday. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who was able to make it for the stream. I really do appreciate your presence there as always. Today basically we're just going to go we're going to do a recap of the tournament. I've basically had enough chess for 2 weeks. Last week we did the tertiary team chess championships. This week we did the phase 1 of the nationals. Phase 2 of the nationals continues I think 7th of January. Yeah, 7th of January. It continues 7th of January. We have the female national chess championships on the 9th to the 11th of January. Like, there are so many chess tournaments coming up. I am a little bit tired of chess. So normally today I'll be playing chess, but I'm even quite tired. I tried playing games this morning, and my opponent blundered like 5 times, and I blundered like 6. I just couldn't like handle the position. So what I thought we could do is we could go through the tournaments, go through my thoughts, the streaming and everything. And if you guys have questions on Ghana Chess, like you're interested in joining Ghana Chess, so on and so forth, you can let me know. Like you're interested in chess, you're in Ghana, you're struggling to find the way forward, you're looking for a club, all those kinds of things. We can discuss them here. So first and foremost, my experience with the streaming. So all in all, I was very the main thing, which was giving a platform, if that's the word, giving a platform for chess players in Ghana and hopefully in the near future Africa, giving them a platform for the world to see, or to make them to put them in the limelight. Let me just see that aspect of the stream. I think I tried to meet it. We couldn't get all the players there. One reason being like only 12 boards were showing, and we were only looking at and we'll look at the top 12 board, right? There were other crazy games that happened on the lower board with like very interesting results, like children beating like well-known adults, right? Which is very good. Normally that's not what you expect to see in a Ghanaian tournament, but now that's what's happening, which is actually what happens like in every chess country, basically, right? So every country that does chess. So it's great to see that we are now like joining that group. So yeah, we were able to meet it to a certain extent. We couldn't also, like, again, I give myself this hard rule that regardless of how well the kids perform, I won't bring them to the camera until their parents consented. Not every parent consented, right? Some parents said maybe the next tournament, others were like they don't want to do it now. And yeah, I want to respect that decision, right? I don't want to just put them there because they are kids, right? They would do it because their parents said they should, not because they actually want to do it. So I leave that to the discretion of their parents, right? And the only one who came was Dave. His dad consented, so we're very okay with that. So in the aspect of helping you guys know who the chess players, I'm sure some of you've been seeing these names and you're like, who is this, who is that? At least now you've seen Benelan Huere. Frimpong Man was having a very bad time, so he didn't want to come in. You've seen David Adriama. We didn't get Ampong Nana Kofi, but he was having a bad tournament as well. You saw Prince Akpa, you saw David Ameku more than anyone. Kojo Bonso you didn't see. Wari Go Waris didn't want to be on camera. Mills Papo, I didn't speak to him. Paul Senyaga, you saw Dave. You didn't see Wellington. You did see Dr. Seko Nkrumah. He often would come behind the camera. You did see Maxwell. And yeah, you saw quite a number of people, which is like, I was very happy to see that. That was like one of the things I really wanted to do, is get you guys to see the chess players, right? Again, this is just a stream. I'm going through the nationals. We'll be going through the games again, but right now I'm just speaking about my experience and things I would like to try and improve on, so on and so forth. I also want to know your ideas. If you did watch that stream, if you did watch the stream where I was going over the national, it's on the YouTube channel. You can check the live section of the YouTube channel and you see the nationals live stream. Yeah, so with that, I was happy. With the second thing is, I wasn't happy with my performance. Often after the second round, even during the second round, I started drawing blanks on the board. I couldn't analyze for the life of me. right? I would get some things right, but I was mostly missing like simple things, like the queen is hanging, like I was missing very dumb moves. And it's I just couldn't focus. So it's something I have to work on. So I'm doing now is I'm watching the live streams of like chess.com, take, chess24. Like I'm watching their live streams and I'm basically trying to observe like how they do things. So for example, with these long tournaments, I realize they go on multiple breaks. That's one thing. So I'm thinking I haven't got a time set, but if maybe we can get like 4 to 5 breaks per round, that may be fine, because each round took about 2 to 3 hours. So maybe a break, okay, that may not be effective. Maybe 3 breaks may be effective. I don't know what you guys think about that, but like after every 20 minutes we take a 5-minute break because for example, one of the things I noticed during the streams was that my co-host Morris would always want to like go to the washroom, and he would say it into the mic, right? And that was like very unprofessional. Again, when I say this, I don't say this to blame him. I didn't take him through any kind of like training. I didn't do any of that, so he's not aware of that, right? The break sounds cool. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, because I was thinking that if we do the breaks, then I mean you can hold it, and then when we go on break, then you can do that, right? But you saw this back and forth movements which didn't make much sense. Like we just kept leaving. I didn't like the way it looked so bad. So, like I didn't like watching back at the stream because there's so many things I didn't like. So rather than just sit through the entire thing, I was thinking about taking breaks. As for the number of breaks, I'm not sure. I'm thinking 3 is enough. But I'm still working out the numbers. The second thing is with the interviews, I didn't like how they would come in and would now like fit them out with the mics. So in that regard, what I think I need to form a team. Maybe a team of 4 people, a co-host and 2 guys who call for interviews or go and check out the live situation. Like somebody who goes check out the live situation, and another person who does the what do you call it? And another person who calls people for the interviews. So that person will be given. I have to work again. This mic is it's not the best mic. So when Morris was using his mic and I was using my mic, you would hear his voice twice, right? So that's why in the last day you realize that we were using the let me just call it the clip-on mic. I wanted to have us both have the mic because I realized that whenever I play back the recording and we're both using this mic, you could barely hear it, especially when everybody else finished their games, right? So I want to use the clip-on mics, but unfortunately these clip-on mics are very old. Where did I put them? Okay, they're on my bed. Yeah, they are very old, and their batteries only last the batteries only last like an hour and a half. You know, so if you took notice, you know that Morris's mic went off. So what you notice is that especially in round the day 3, you notice every time Morris came back to sit down, I kept looking at his collar, right? Because I wanted to make sure that the light was on. I realized that it kept going off. So I don't know how. I have to either get new ones or I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. If you guys have any like anything you can, I mean, I'm hoping like you watch the stream. If you didn't and you're hearing what I'm saying and you think you can give like some advice on it, I'll be very grateful with that as well. So I don't know what you think. How do I do it? Because the rounds are 3 hours. there's no way I can even use the breaks to charge them. The charge time will not be enough. Even if I had 2 separate charges, I only had 1, so it wouldn't be enough. So I'd have to use the mic. So it's either I get 2 new ones, which can last long, or we use this mic, but then like I don't know. I really don't know. But that one I haven't figured it out. So that's for the mic. The second, and I was talking about like the people coming in. So the point is, I would like text the person, right? I would text the person, or the person would be sitting beside us, and when a match is over, like a good match that we're looking at is over, then I would say in the mic, like a hint. So I'll be like, let's say we look at the game, and let's say David Riyama means, and I'll be like, okay, so David Riyama won a very impressive game. Well, let's see if we can get him in for an interview. So that will be his key, that he should go into the playing hall and look for David Riyama and ask him if he wants to have an interview. Then when he comes in and I see him, he gives me a sign like, okay, he's coming or he's not coming. And I'll be like, okay, David Riyama is not willing to have an interview with us. Let's move on to the next game, right? That's something I need to have a team of people, and I would have to train them and like speak to them on how we can. I really want it. We don't have the equipment, the space of chess.com or FIDE, but we want like the stream to look presentable, right? The thing that really I did not like was the noise. And again, that is 100%. A lot of the things I'm saying are 100% my fault, right? I can't blame Morris for example, some of the interviews, how he handled them. It looked more like a post-mortem than a review. You know, when you watch the when you watch like any of these top tournaments and their like their reviews, it's like, tell us what you felt in the game, right? And the person just either they ramble off the moves or they go to a specific position, and maybe once in the interview they're like, what does the engine think about this position? But when you watch like his interview, especially with David Ameku, it turns into like friends doing a post-mortem. I don't know if people enjoy that, but for me, looking at the way I wanted it to go, I didn't like that. But it looks more like, you saw like kind of like what was going on. It's like Charlie should have done this here. The position, like that is you know, that's friends talking. That's not an interview, you know. That's not the way I wanted it to be structured, and it's in no way Morris's fault. Every fault that I'm talking about comes directly from me. I should have taken that responsibility upon myself to tell him, right? So that was my problem. And also I didn't like the fact that we're just getting up, and then what I wish what I could do is I would also use the breaks for that. So the breaks are going to be very key. So I don't know, but I'd like to do like a scene transition, and at the end of the scene transition, then the interviewee or the person who wants to interview is seated down. Not like you see this whole clumsy thing. Of course, I've seen that. Yeah, Chess.com has done that before. For example, when or is it Gotham Chess? When he was playing his match against I almost said Anna Kendrick, against Anna. Is it Vucicic's mother? Yeah, that's how the analysis was done, right? 2 people are sitting down talking, and when the players come, one gets up, and then yeah, you could do that. I think that's also. I don't think that's bad, but I just want to reduce the clumsiness of the stream. Let me put it that way. So that's another thing I was thinking about. Then, like I said, the noise. The noise is 100% my fault. I spoke to the president of the GCA that I would like to do the stream live. We actually we actually discussed it a bit, and I was like seeing if there was a way I could get what I wanted, but it was going to be difficult. But we came to an agreement that it would be best if I did the stream live, so that the players could have a chance to like speak or to like be known, right? So that was that, and he gave me a day to call him. And unfortunately I forgot. So I remembered and called him then the morning before the tournament. I called him the morning before the tournament. So it was kind of like a rush thing. So I wasn't able to get a separate room. And what I realized was that even if I did get a separate room, I wouldn't have been comfortable there, because another thing I have to get is I have to get my own modem, that I'm going to use, because I was using the modem that they were using. So even though I was in the opposite room, I had to be close to them. It was very funny because where I set up my PC, I wasn't getting any connection, so I had to move close to them. Though we're separated by like 2 walls. So you notice that the stream kept on disconnecting. I noticed that as well. It was because of the distance between the two of us, right? It was quite a distance between the two of us, but I mean, it was consistent most of the time. Um, so yeah. So the noise. If I can get my own modem, and I can be like go ahead of everything, not do the mistake I did of like the day before, I can get it. I can secure my own like room. But I'm even thinking that for the nationals, I can't get my own room because I don't have a modem. If I'm too far from them, I'm going to disconnect. I'm talking about phase 2, right? The one which decides the national champion. I don't think I'll get a separate room, right? And the third thing I'm thinking is prior to the start of the tournament, I will give a talk, and I would like try and talk to the audience what to do, because personally, actually after day 1, I wasn't happy with the way everyone just kept on coming behind the camera or coming to the mic. My plan was just 2, but I spoke to my dad. He says if I can't do anything about it right now, I should just endure it. So you notice that there are times during the stream I just stopped talking, especially when a lot of people came around me. I felt so uncomfortable, right? Again, my fault. If I had done that, like if I had made the effort to speak to them ahead of time or something, right, that wouldn't have happened. Anything that's happening is like 100% my fault. I can't blame anyone who stood behind me for standing behind me. I can't blame anyone who spoke in the mic for speaking in the mic, right? Everybody thought it's like, I think the way they saw it is they didn't see it as a professional stream. They saw it as I don't know, because everybody like, one thing I really didn't like was when people tried to use the stream to watch the games. Like this doesn't make any sense. But like the stream is like, we're trying to cover as many games as we can, and we're trying to look at the interesting games that are happening per round. But somebody wants to watch his game or watch somebody's game, comes to the computer and is like, let's look at this game, and then they want to start analyzing the game. That's not why we are there. You get what I'm saying? That's not why we are there. If you have a game you want to see, the game is being broadcasted, use your phone and watch it. But people come to our screen and they are like, we should go to this match, and they want to analyze it. I didn't like that. I really didn't like that, right? Again, it's my fault. So that's kind of like why I want a single room, because I think when we are separated from everyone else, it becomes very clear that now this is a very different thing, right? So that's what I was thinking about. Again, I don't know if you guys saw the same problems I did. If you enjoyed it, you can let me know. Maybe you enjoyed the analysis, but for me, a lot of things went wrong for me. In total, I was not satisfied. But if there was one thing I was happy about, it was that now you have a face to the names that you've been hearing. That's to me one of the biggest like advantages of what we did. Like I'm so happy about that. Right now, you have a name to the face, a face to the name. Sorry, that you've been hearing. So, yeah. What else was on my bingo card? What else was on my bingo card? Yeah, so that's basically all my thoughts about it. I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of learning to do. So one of the things I have to learn to do is to build up my mental capacity. I have to build up my mental capacity. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know how. The idea that came into my mind is that I should stream longer, right? Often I'm playing chess games. I'm playing games on my stream. I should stream longer, right? I often stream an hour and a half, 2 hours. So maybe I should start learning to stream like 4 hours, just streaming chess for 4 hours, right? The longest stream I've done without it being like a tournament commentary or whatever is the longest I've done is 3 hours. And that was the day I was grinding back up to 2000, right? So I don't know exactly how I'll do it. I really don't know how I'll do it because I really want to have a bigger improvement in phase 2. Though I'm not so sure if phase 2 I'll be streaming live, but I do want to have a better performance. I want to give you guys a good quality and fun stream. So yeah. So another plus was the way Morris bounced off me, right? So we bounced off each other, right? Again, I asked someone for advice. Like after the guy I spoke to, he's a very I really cherish him because he's very blunt. He doesn't like mince words. So I asked him what did he think about the stream, and he was like, the stream, we are trying our best. When someone says we are trying our best, long stream sounds good. Yeah, it's also what I was thinking. So I was thinking I'll stream an average of 3 hours per stream. I stream three days in a week. So I was thinking about that. Yeah, and when I spoke to him, he told me that the streams are, I mean, we are trying with our streams, but majority of the wrong analysis is coming from me. And I realized that's actually very true. I realized that, like, it just goes to show, like, I'm not as strong as I would think I am, right? So I have to go back to the drawing board. Like, I have to learn chess to be a better communicator. So this is another thing I have to do, because I was misunderstanding some of the positions. The positions I knew, I gave good analysis of them. For example, like Bernard's game with the c4, putting the knight on the d6 outpost, like London system, even the Biney's Collie game. I mentioned the various plans and they came up. But you notice that even later down the line, I criticized his position and said that it seems he's trying to play two ideas at the same time. But Morris was like, nah, this is actually working. Yeah, so you see, so there were times I was okay, but majority of the middle games, I did not understand what I was talking about. I thought I did, like sincerely, until I spoke to him, I thought I was on point. I thought maybe I was just missing like a hanging piece there because like I'm uber focused on one specific line. But I noticed that and it's a good sign, because that could also be the reason why my chess is failing. I'm lacking certain positional understanding. So I'm going to put a lot of more work into my chess, hopefully in next year, because if I can improve my rating, improve my understanding of chess positions, improve my understanding of other openings, I can be a much better commentator for you guys. So Morris did exceptionally well. Like, he saw moves we didn't see. For example, like Biney's game, Bishop F6. Now, it didn't occur to me. It didn't, like, he literally saw the only saving moves in every position, right? Like, he was better than the majority, all of us at the commentary, right? So I have to work on that as well. There were many times in the stream when it's a learning process, but the positions you analyze wrongly, play more of those positions. Yeah, playing them may be the problem, because my opening knowledge is like very limited. I'm in terms of openings, I've studied the King's Indian defense, the Antiphilidor's defense, the English, the London, Scandinavian, Sicilian. What else? Ruy Lopez Italian. Those are the positions I've actually like looked at. So Catalan positions is where I'm I don't know. So what I'm doing is I'm reading the book Chess Pawn. Is it Pawn Structures by Mauricio Flores? I'm reading that book. I already started reading that book, but I'm reading that book because I wanted to understand positions, and hopefully that will help me. But I will try to play those positions. I would definitely try to play those positions. But there were 3 times I kept quiet during the stream. 1, when I drew blanks because I was tired. 2, when there were so many people around me talking and I was feeling uncomfortable. And 3, when I just felt I just felt I didn't know what I was talking about. I felt useless, basically. But there were times I would look at the position, I was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, in my mind, I would try to... You notice that I did that a lot. I was trying to feed off of Morris's knowledge, because that there are times in the stream when he leaves me and I'm left alone, like I don't know what to say. It's not because I don't have anything to say, it's that I feel like everything I'm saying is wrong. That was my issue. It's like I felt like no matter what I'm saying is wrong. Because even when he was there, I did not understand what was going on in some of the positions. So when he left, I felt like, okay, I have no idea what's going on. So you'd hear me just going through the whole game and I'll maybe say one line and I'll stop there. I felt useless, right? I felt like I didn't know what I was talking about. And I've never felt like that in a very long time. Like I've not felt like the last time I felt like that was when I was like 1200. I actually thought that my chess has improved to the extent that even if I'm not a tough player, I can tell what is happening on the board, at least. But I felt so useless. I really felt useless. And Morris really made me see that. I really felt useless because I thought I understood the positions. Like I looked at the pawn structure, I looked at the thematic ideas I'm very much used to seeing, especially sometimes when I watch like live streams, and I'm missing the point entirely. I'm completely missing the point, and it really hurt me, you know. There's a word I'm looking for, but I don't know. I felt inferior. Yeah, that's the word. I felt inferior. I really felt inferior. Yeah, I really felt inferior. So if you rewatch the streams, you notice that when the position becomes very technical and I just keep saying bad lines and Morris is only saying the good lines, I become quiet again. And I just, anytime he says anything, I'm like, yeah, I agree, right? How to Reassess Your Chess by Jerry Silman. I have that book. I just want to take the book at a time. I was reading that book, but I was like, maybe I don't have that much problem with that book, because when I started learning, I was watching this chess YouTube creator, Backyard Professor. I don't know if he still does videos, but he did a whole series on how to reassess your chess by Sir Jeremy Silman. So I feel like I've kind of gone through the book. So I want to go through the book I've not gone through at all. The books I have right now is Jeremy Silman's Endgame course. I consider myself a beginner in the Endgame. Then I do have the Vretsky's Endgame manual, because once I finish that book, I want to go there. I have what's it called? Jonan's Puzzles, Pawn Structures by Mauricio Flores, and I forget. There's another book. Yeah. So I want to take it step by step. I want to do the Pawn Structures first. So yeah. I really felt useless at some point during the analysis. And so actually, the last time I felt like that, was during the African Games. It's not the same as reading it yourself. True. Yeah, I'll definitely have to go through it. I think that's the book where he even speaks. No, that's Reassess Your Chess, where he talks about space, time, and all those things, right? Yeah. The actual last time I felt like that was during the African Games. Actually, the African game, it's unprofessional of me. But again, in the African Games, I was in the same room with the spectators, and it wasn't just the Ghanaians, right? You had IMs in the room, right? So I would open a position, and they were on that game, and they would be saying moves I couldn't see in the position. I couldn't even understand what they were saying, so I couldn't talk. And anytime I tried analyzing a game and then they went to that game, I would have to move to another, because I didn't want to say something that was wrong. You know, I felt pressured. That was the last time. It wasn't when I was 12. That was the last time. So at the point in time in the stream, I don't know if I've deleted it, but if that stream is still live, you notice that I was quiet a lot of the time. It happens to me when I feel like I'm being useless. I felt very useless. You could see I was very excited when I understood the position, because it's like now I can actually be of use in the conversation, right? And you often saw that I enjoyed going off the board conversations to other things, because once we get to the board, I'm going to feel very useless, right? And what I just started looking at the Catalan. I only know the starting moves. I don't know the ideas. I just started looking at it. So in my mind, with all the what's it called, the old commentaries I've done, in all the commentaries I've done, what I'm trying to say, in all the commentaries I've done, they don't usually play like that. They play things I know, but then they start playing these Catalan lines, and I'm like, everybody's playing Catalan, everybody's playing Queen's Gambit Decline. Of course, I've played Queen's Gambit Decline, but I don't understand it fully. Right, my Tuesday streams, I'm always we did a whole, like, for 2 weeks we're doing a Queen's Gambit Decline, trying to find a line for me to play against the Queen's Gambit Decline, like, comfortably, right? There's, in those situations, just go with the flow, let the stronger players speak. Yeah, so I was even, so what my friend also advised me on was to let the other people analyze. It's a little bit difficult because they are playing, right? So we just made them review their games. But I think next time what we'll do is, I did that with Bernard, but next time what we'll do is, when they finish reviewing their games, I'll ask them to look at other games, maybe like 2 or 3 games, right? That way it kind of like takes some of the time. Yeah, because look, that was what you know, there was a point where Maurice looked at me. I don't know if you hear during the stream yesterday, the last game during the stream yesterday, Maurice looked at me and he was like, "You look very tired." It wasn't necessarily that I was tired. I felt useless. I'm serious. I just felt useless. When you just see me not talking and staring into the distance, for in the streams, one of 3 things. Either I was drawing blanks, the noise was annoying me, or I felt useless. You just have to figure out which one which one I was feeling at the time. So a lot of things to work on, and unfortunately, I have how many days? We have 2 more days in December, and then 6 more days. So I have 8 days to improve, because phase 2 of the nationals is on the 7th, female national chess championships is on the 9th, and yeah, and that's all that is like incoming. I don't know when the zone 4.3 is coming. I don't know when the other stuff is coming, but I'll definitely do my best. So next year I have a lot to work on. So I need to find. Maurice seems very interested. I don't know if you have plans on starting his own YouTube channel. I mean, I don't know. We are here for the analysis, whether from you or from other players. Okay, yeah, that's true. I shouldn't put all the burden on myself. That makes perfect sense. So if Maurice wants to be working with me, there was another guy who was, I don't know why I don't know their names. I don't know why I keep forgetting their names. But there was another guy who was also helping me with I really appreciated their help, right? I really appreciated their help. Now, sometimes I know that the reason why Maurice left is not just because he wanted to go and see the live games. I'm sure he was also not feeling comfortable. Like, it's not that easy to sit in front of a screen and just be talking about the same thing. So I'm sure if I tell him that we are doing the breaks, he'll really appreciate it. But phase 2, he's playing in phase 2. So phase 2, I'm on my own. I'll see if Maxwell will be willing to join in. But I'll be calling the players as and when they are done. So I don't know if I'll be there live. That's what I still don't know yet. I still don't know whether I'll be there live. Yeah. So that's from my side, how I felt about the stream. I mean, I enjoyed the good comments, but I had standards for myself, and I didn't meet that standard, which is what hurts me. Right? I was speaking to Maxwell about it at the end of the tournament. So crash course for 8 days. Learn the Queen's Gambit declined ideas and Sicilian ideas in general. Sicilian ideas, I've only learned the Najdorf Sicilian. And I only know 2 variations in the Najdorf Sicilian. But from just those 2 variations, I've noticed a similar pawn structure and ideas that could be played in the Sicilian. Except it's not the same with the move orders. That's what I have to kind of try and figure out. But yeah, I will do that. I will definitely do that. I have a lot of work to do, sincerely. I don't expect that big of a change. I've given myself, like, let's say 6 months. In 6 months' time, it should be this thing, yeah. Okay. How do I get that to you? Yeah, you're on the BCA page, right? What's your at on the BCA page? So that I'll just text you there. What's your at on the BCA page? I'll text you there. So yeah, I'll start working on it, and hopefully in about 6 months. In about 6 months is when we'll have the President's Cup in August. So I'll play in the President's Cup. maybe zone 4.2, right? Maybe zone 4.2. So maybe by zone 4.2, we should see a difference in my analysis. I should be more comfortable with the analysis and with the streaming. That's my target right now. I want to be more I want to be more concise in my analysis. Yes, that's the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. Why good? Good morning. How you doing? That's the point I'm trying to make. I only know 2 lines, but from those 2 lines, I notice similar structures in the Sicilian. Like, it's not like the way I understood the Sicilian is that it's completely different. Like, the variations are so different from each other that there's no similarity between them. That's the way I understood the Sicilian. But then when I played the Najdorf and now I see other Sicilians being played, the Taimanov, the Dragon, I noticed certain similarities in their ideas and pawn structures. I'm in no way a master. I'm nowhere close to mastering it. But yeah, that's basically my point. So yeah, that's it. Give me a second. Let me just reach out to Mercy. Give me a second. I need to get my story straight. Okay. So I've sent you a hi. Okay. Very good. How you doing? Good show by you. Good show by you. Also, now is a good time to read the pawn structures book. Read on Sicilian structures. There are 3 types of pawn structures. I know them. Again, there are some things I know them in theory. I've not mastered them. Like, I know the hanging pawn structure. I know the Carlsbad pawn structure. I know the isolated queen's pawn structure. I know that's the Slav. That's where you get the hanging pawn structure. I know the stone wall. And what other pawn structure do I know? Or are you talking about the only 3 structures in the Sicilian? Like, I know them superficially. Oh, how you doing? I didn't know that was you. I only see Ultra Instincts and Shaggy, and that's about it. The meme Ultra Instinct Shaggy. Nice to have you here. The trick about the Najdorf is that it's technically not an opening on its own. I will not understand that statement until I really play it. Again, I have been playing, like I play it on my other account. I just have a high loss ratio with it, that's all. I lose too many games with it. So I have to put more study into it. I suck at this. So yeah, that's basically the most important thing for me. The other ones are very easy to work on, right? Like the transitions, I can just download them. I just pray my PC doesn't do what it did last time. The last time I had a transition, it starts lagging, so I don't know. But I'll get a transition. I'll work on the time management. I'll work on everything, working with people and everything. But the most important thing for me is working on my analysis, because that's what really threw me off. So yeah. Now to the nationals. Now I'm done with myself. I'm done with the self. That word is always skipping me. Is it aggrandization or I forget? There's a word that you use. Yeah. So I'm done with beating myself up. Let's look at the tournament. So this tournament was crazy. It's basically isn't that a Taimanov? It's basically any Sicilian with A6. I see, but I thought if you play A6, that's the Taimanov or something. I forget what the names are. Forgive me. But that's the best way you can explain it. No, don't worry. Just give me some time. I'll understand you. Self-critic. Yeah. I am. Oh, okay. No, is that the word? No, there's a word like self-aggrandization or something like that. There's a word like that, not self-critic. It has an A in it. I don't know if that word means somebody who puffs himself up or somebody who beats himself down. I don't know. Self-aggrandization or something. I'll definitely understand it with time. I am in no... whatchamacallit. Yeah, so... onto the nationals. So this nationals was crazy. I won't say nothing went as expected, But the main thing that didn't go as expected is the man of the hour. Again, I suck at the Sicilian. If I make any mistake, forgive me. The only thing I know is the night of, and open and Sicilian and then close Sicilian. And again, if I know the open and the close Sicilian, I know it in superficially. I have not studied it, right? So there are some openings I know based on the opening moves. I don't know the ideas. If that makes any sense. I know that, oh, if I see that, oh, these moves are open Sicilian, these moves are close Sicilian, these moves are English, these moves are Catalan, these moves are like I can identify that, but then knowing that is not enough, right? Knowing the ideas is the point, right? So yeah, that Taimanov is d6. Oh, okay. And that way the bishop is defending that c5 pawn. It's a very, I don't know who plays that, but I see that line quite a bit. Yeah. I know I'm beating myself up a lot today. Because that's honestly how I felt. You know, that's honestly how I know, like, people enjoyed the stream. Like Morris mentioned at the beginning, like, so when he came to join the stream, that someone told him that he enjoyed the stream. Like that's great and all. Like I'm not looking down at the stream in any way, shape or form. It's just the performer. I score myself like 2 out of 10. Like I score myself 2 out of 10. And a big chunk of that comes to the analysis. The big chunk, like, I'd never felt so useless. Like, I keep saying I've never, but I felt very useless. I felt very useless. You have no idea how useless. You know, when I'm streaming on my own, I speak so confidently. Like, I'm like, oh, he's doing this. But to say the exact same things again, and to learn that what you are saying is trash, like that changes your worldview. Like, it's like, what the hell? Like, I thought I knew this. You know, I thought I had at least, I don't know it fully, but I have it pat down. Like, I have this, you know? It felt some way. It felt some way to be, it's like, yeah, reality flashes before you. Like, yeah, you're actually, I don't like custom nation, but you're actually dog SHIT. Anyways, I was just, yeah, I felt so useless. That's the only way I can put it, right? Outside of this, the other things are controllable. Like, we can easily work on them, but this, it takes me back like 5 years, right? It takes me back like 5 years. It's like, what have I achieved, you know? You start doubting yourself and your chess ability. So I don't know. I don't want to say my chess plans for every time I say it, I end up not doing it. So I want to keep it to myself and let the results show for themselves. That's basically it. But I have to find a way to play more. Well, I have to find a way to play more than 2 tournaments next year. That's one of the things I want to work on. If I can, if it's possible, I'll do it. If it's not, I'll just have to accept it like that, right? It's very difficult for me to play tournament. I'm more busy on the weekend than on the weekdays. So even though I can be training on the weekdays, I can't try it out on the weekends, if that makes any sense. I'm more busy on the weekends than on the weekdays. That's why I don't play a lot of tournaments. To play in a tournament, I have to give like 3 months notice. I'm serious. Like, anytime I have to play a tournament, I have asked for permission like long ago. So I just keep reminding. So, in 3 months time, I have something to go to. The next month, just reminding you that I have something to go to. And sometimes what you don't know is that on the day that I have to go for the tournament, something comes up, and I have to try and explain that I've been saying this for a while, and this is too important. So yeah, you know, it's not easy for me. You're not alone. Everyone actually doesn't understand the Sicilian. There are people that know they don't understand, and there are people that think they understand. I mean, that puts my mind at ease. If Warigod is saying that, then that puts my mind at ease. So yeah. Okay, let's leave that. We'll not come back to that again. We will not come back to that again. Now let's look at what actually happened, in which I was in no way involved. But again, the shocker of the whole tournament was Frimpong, Matt, and I hope he's not watching the stream because I don't want to add to his pain. After his first game against, was it Gestron? Let me confirm that. After his game against, yes, Pastor Lam. After his game against Pastor Lam, it seems like quantum mechanics for sure. Yeah, that is, again, I keep reiterating. The better you get at something, the more you realize how much work you have put in. True. I think most people suffer from the Dunning-Kruger effect. They think they know, but they don't actually. What was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, Sicilian is definitely very. It's one of the reasons I stopped playing E4. Of course, I now discovered the beauty of if they play C5, you just go C3. I discovered that beauty, but I'm too much in love with the London system to turn back now. Anyways, so after his draw with Pastor Lam, that's Ivan Spodomarko, he was not the same person. And even if he drew, you wouldn't expect what happened, like what followed up to follow up, right? Because it's 9 rounds. You've drawn 1. Yes, it affects the tie breaks. But wait, I'll have to go and check. Like, he can do it. Like 6.5, he's been doing it. He's been qualifying, right? So I felt he could put it behind his head. Again, I think it's because of the person he played. But like Pastor Lam is not somebody you take for granted. Like, I've played against Pastor Lam twice. I've drawn once and I've lost once. And in both games, I was in a winning position. He always finds a way. To get himself into a draw or a winning position. He always finds a way. And when he's on form, he's a different beast. Right? So, I mean, even if you might consider him not on your level, even if, I don't know if that's what he was thinking, but even if you can consider him not on your level, you should like expect something like this could happen. And I don't know what his mentality was, because you could see that this first game ate into his entire tournament. It's like he couldn't take it out of his head, to the extent that actually you heard this during the stream. Morris said that when you looked at the game against David Ameku, it's not a game characteristic of Daniel Frimpong's math. It's not. It's just not. And we said that from the opening, that this is not the way he plays. So when Morris speaks to him, he realizes that, he tells Morris that he actually thought that his tie breaks were bad, so he wouldn't qualify. That was like, you could see that it really shot his, like, the draw really, like, it got to a point I was worried, because when you look at his games, he won some of them, he won them, but he didn't win them as convincingly as you would expect him to win them. You know, you wouldn't, like, the way he would win them, he didn't win them in that fashion, and that was what was like crazy. But again, I think every loss is a good thing. It helps you readjust your mindset. You know, it's like when I was in University of Ghana, right? They always hold a tournament to select who plays for the school team, and it's like, we know Toby, Gijo, Lady, Clinton, Bannerman, Akins, like we know we know who's going to be in the school team, so we don't even think about it. Like, we don't even regard any of the other players, not because we are looking down on them. We know that they don't know how to play chess. Like, UG at the time, like, if you simply understood opening principles and did not hang your pieces, you were in the school team. That's how bad it was during my time. Like, if you knew opening theory and you didn't hang your pieces, you were in the school team. That's how low of a bar it was. And we knew far beyond that. Like, we knew tactics. We knew end games. So, like, we knew, you know. So, but in this case, it's, yeah, complacent. Like, but you don't do that in this kind of tournament, you know. You don't do that in this kind of tournament. You don't have that kind of mindset that, oh, this person is a guaranteed win. No, like, until the mistake is made on the board, you don't say it's a guaranteed win. You just don't. You don't become that complacent. I have become complacent like that before. I think against Wellington, and he almost beat me. Like he could have literally cleared me on the board. Eventually ended in a draw. So right now, everybody can beat me. That's like the mindset you have to go into. Everybody can beat me. I used to have a wrong mindset, but now anybody can beat me. It's a mindset I've come to. Sometimes it's not a good mindset to have that because it's a defeatist mentality. If you always think in that way. Yeah, now it's right though. It's a bloodbath in UG. Like UG has changed. Like I'm sure if I go to UG for a tournament right now, I may not even get top 3. Like with the current team. Yeah, I don't even think I'll get top 3. Biney's in UG right now. Yeah, Biney could beat me. I would say, I'm guessing, but I would say that I'm equal with Biney. If not, he's better than me. I don't know. But he played a, despite what happened, he played a very good game against David Duyama. He played a very good game against David Duyama. So if I mean, I don't think Biney the top. I don't know. Oh, Morris is left. Okay, Morris has left. So Biney might be the top of UG right now. Yeah, but I think that they will still beat me. I think that they would still beat me. I'll be last right now. Definitely not last. Definitely not last. That I can assure you. He's better. Yeah. One thing I can assure you is that I would definitely not be last. I may not be top 3. I may not be top 5. I may not be top 10. But I would definitely not be last. There's always that one guy who doesn't know anything. There's always that one guy who doesn't know anything. So yeah, Smart was the shock of the tournament. He lost 15 rating points as well. That's like crazy. Wait, are you saying he's better than me or he's better than Morris? Because the he's better is, I'm confused. Because I mentioned Morris, I mentioned myself. If he's better than Morris, then I'm going to lose to him. Oh goodness. Yeah. So he drew against Evans, then he barely won against Jedediah. Again, Jedediah is not a slouch, but he struggled there. So it could be that he was just having a bad game. That guy is you. He's better than me, not Morris. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, both. Don't let Morris hear that. Don't let Morris hear that. Oh boy. So yeah. Yeah. So he barely won against a champion, Jedediah. Then he drew against Dio. Okay, no slouch on Dio. Dio did some crazy things in the tournament. And Nikoli, who he expected to like settle it against, he lost. And this is a sign that like he couldn't shake it off. Right? You like when you see him after every tournament, like the first game I went to actually speak with him up, that I wanted to have an interview with him, and he was still on the table. He played, his head was down, he was looking at his phone, and when I tapped he wasn't minding me, and I was just thinking that like I'm sometimes very annoying, so I was just trying to get together with you, talk to him, and he was like, look, I'm not in the mood. I was like, oh, okay. Like it really got to him, and it took him through the tournament, and he was making his way back. Like sincerely, when I saw what happened to him, I wanted him to qualify so that he would shake off the rust, because sometimes when these things happen, they shake your foundation, they shake your core. Nikoli was on form that day, or was on form for the tournament. I think so. So yeah, sometimes those things shake your core and you begin to doubt your skill level. I just hope he can shake it. You can shake off the dust that happened there. He beat Sarkodie. Funny enough, I don't know why Sarkodie went to play the Scandinavian against the Scandinavian player. Like that was the worst choice. Like, why would you play a Scandi against the person who plays the Scandi? Like, I don't even get that choice. And okay, well, somebody made, I think it was Wild Gold who made that statement that most people know how to play an opening, but don't know how to play against it. I think he made that statement, and I think that is true for quite a number of people. But yeah, not Daniel Frimpong-Smart. Like, no, that guy is beyond that level. Frimpong Maxwell, who I used to think was Maxwell Kwesi-Kpoha. he was able to defeat him. Bernhard, drawing against Bernhard, I mean, it's not that bad. And this last game he should have tried. He definitely should have tried against David Ameku. He definitely should have tried against David Ameku. But David Ameku enjoyed himself. He gained 19 rating points. I think he gained a lot from Smart. Yeah, he did gain a lot from Smart. And David Ameku had a very nice tournament. He just wanted to test him. You know, when you say stuff like that, I'm like, is this where you do that? Like, I can understand that, but is this where you do that? Like, do that at the LHS Rapid. Why do you do that here? Like, you want to win the you want to win the under 20. Why would you take that risk? Is it like playing the Sicilian against Akpa? Exactly, right? Like, these guys, they eat, sleep, and yeah. No, he's not a pushover, but you would expect what do you call it? You would expect I don't think I've ever played Nikoni before. Funny enough, I played chess consistently. I played a lot of tournaments from like 2014-15 to like 2019, and I've never played some people before. Funny, I've played Hasford once, I've played Lionel once, I've not played Nikoni, I've not played Mills Papo, I've played Susu. I don't think I've ever played Jamina. Like, I've not played so many people. It's like, am I always at the bottom of the table or what? Yeah, he's not a pushover, but you expect, I keep saying his full name. You expect Smart to, I mean, he shouldn't expect anything. I will do the expecting for him. We all go into games like, you see Magnus in a game against, let's say, Sinamove ahead. You would expect Magnus to win, though he may not expect anything, but you expect Magnus to win. I mean, it's not odd for me to say that. Sit down and fight for your point. Yeah, right. Oh boy. Then I'm not that guy. You know, I feel like sometimes there are times I think about how people talk about me when I'm playing chess. But like when I'm in a tournament, like when people are in their houses and then the parents come out and then they're like, oh, you're fed up against Manuel. Do they say, oh, Charlie? Or are they like, oh, okay, then 3 points? Sometimes I wonder, like, am I considered a 3 point or am I a challenge? Sometimes I think about it. Because I'm one person you can't tell. Like if I'm paired up against somebody, you can't tell whether I'm going to win or lose. Like, even if I'm paired against the beginner, you can never tell whether I'm going to win or lose. I'm not consistent. Anyways, I'm not that guy. Yeah, so that was the only shocker of the tournament. That was the main shocker of the tournament. There were other shockers like Biney coming in and doing that crazy game. Again, I want to make a video on this game. Let me just jump straight to that game. I really want to make a video on this game. It really pained me that it didn't end up. It really pained me that I didn't end up in a win. It depends on. Like, okay, so let's say I got paired up against Maxwell. Would he consider me a 3 point? I'm sure Warrior Gold would consider me a 3 point. I'm sure Morris would consider me a 3 point. I'm sure Clinton would consider me a 3 point. I'm sure Edupoku will consider me a 3 point. Bernard and Herrera will consider me a 3 point. I mean, if we go to the Ghanaian region, quite a number of them will consider me a 3 point. But if Maxwell considers me a 3 point, we will die on the board. We will die on the board. We will die on the board. No, I'm serious. If Maxwell considers me a 3 point, we will die on the board. Look, even if it's a draw game and he has the end game, like he knows that I will play till he dies. Like, not everybody. I literally mentioned the top 10 players in Ghana. Oh boy. I don't think. Please, if I call your name, it doesn't mean I look down on you. But I don't think Mr. Thompson would consider me a 3 point. I don't think Gertrude would consider me a free point. Again, I've not played her in a while, and she's been training with Clinton, so I can't really tell. But from where I've known her, I don't think Gertrude would consider me a free point. I don't think. I mean, I don't know what the players in my head. I don't think Dave will consider me a free point, though I may be a free point to him. I don't think Jeffrey will consider me a free point. I don't think Sarkodie will consider me a free point. I'm mentioning children. At this point, if I'm mentioning children, then it's KO for me. It's KO for me. I'm mentioning old people and kids. It's like I can only be the aged and the kids. That's like sad. That's like sad. That's like sad. That's like sad. Insights. No, it's good. It's good to be. It's good to be. Please, this is my. Let me just say this, because nothing. What I said about her training with Clinton is not confirmed. It's something I see. You know, you always see them talking together these days. So I'm assuming that they train together. That's about it. So please don't go and say this anywhere. It's just the way I talk with them. I always like to say that she's training with him. I don't know for sure. Please. But it wouldn't be shocking. Like, sincerely, like, they've been in the national team together. Like, it wouldn't be shocking if they've trained together before. Maybe they don't train together now, but it wouldn't be shocking. Like, it would actually be crazy to think that they don't train together. I mean, it would be crazy to think they don't train together. So it's just me being me. Please don't, like, I'm serious. I have said this 1,000 times. Gertrude has never confirmed it. I've said it 1,000 times. Clinton has never confirmed it. Please don't go and say this anywhere and get me in trouble. Please, I'm serious. This is just me spouting out nonsense. I have no idea. If they are training, I have no idea. All I know is the reason why I say this. Let me just explain. The reason why I've been saying that is Gertrude abandoned the London and played the English, and I only know that Clinton plays the English. So please, like, what can I say? You play the opening of your teacher, aren't I right? So that's my speculation. I could be 100% wrong. And to all those of you who abandoned the London, just pray I don't face you on the border playing as white. I will make you regret not playing the London system. I beg, move on. Look, I'm clearing my bases. I don't want to fall in trouble with anybody. So yeah, like I said, where is this game? Yeah. Do I still have my game? Do I still have my game against David Adriama? I played a game against David Adriama. He was beating me throughout the game, and it got to a position he couldn't seem to find the win, right? And I was thinking that it's a threefold repetition, and I kept saying draw. He kept on declining. Eventually, he messed up the position I was winning. He was like, draw. I said no. Of course, I also messed up the position and ended up being a draw. So I think, I don't know how many times I've played David Adriama, but to my memory, it's either I have one loss, one draw, or we've only played once and we've drawn. I'm setting trouble for myself? No. In fact, phase 2 players, you know what to do. I mean, everybody knows Clinton plays the English. I don't know how if that shocks anyone. And please, like, Clinton is a very difficult, like, it's sometimes shocking to me, you know? Like, it's sometimes shocking to me how Clinton has improved, how much Clinton has improved. It's sometimes I look at him and I'm like, bro. I look at him, I'm just like I don't see him like 1900. Like, I see him very strong. I used to play the landing when I was weaker. Does that mean when you meet me, I'll show you how the landing works? Exactly. I'll show you that you should never have given up the landing. I'll show you that you are 1800 right now. You'd have been 2100 if you played the London system. I will show you that you missed out on the great opportunity to become the #1 chess player in Ghana. Why am I not the #1 chess player in Ghana? Well, for some reason, I'm always giving black, and I don't have a lot of tournaments to play in a year. His Malam is working. Oh no Malam is stronger than the London system. The Malam comes towards the board. He sees D4 Bishop F4. He's like, nah, I can't do anything against this. I can't touch this. Listen, you need a landing system in your life. If there's one thing you need in your life more than a wife, it's the landing system. You need the landing system. Skill issue. I don't know how it's a skill issue being paired as black majority of the time, but yeah. Caro-Kann sucks. Please don't bring the Caro-Kann into this conversation. We are done with that opening. All we do is enter into the exchange Caro-Kann and go to bed. We call it a boring game and go to bed. The Caro-Kann wishes it was the landing system. It tries to get the landing system-esque position, and it fails miserably. Oh boy. But again, this game was in one of my favorite openings. I've been advocating for this opening for a while. Again, when you watch these top players, they're like, oh, it's not so good at high level. I literally don't care. Again, I may change my mind. If I get to 2200. But as it stands now, I don't give a damn. I will lose to your Caro-Kann. I mean, if you are dreaming, then yes, but I don't think that happens in real life. That's all I can tell you. I don't see that happening in real life. If you are dreaming, I think, yeah, I would definitely lose to the Caro-Kann. But as long as we are awake, and I'm playing the landing system, yeah, like, that's about it. Exchange Caro-Kann is a draw. Vim, exactly. I mean, do you know how to play the middle game? If you know how to play the middle game, you may be able to beat somebody else, but not me. You lose to me. Like, I mean, with 10 years of experience in the exchange Caro-Kann, you will lose to me. So, do with that what you will. It will do me like movie. You mean what? Me beating you will do me like a movie? I don't get it. Like, can someone explain to me? Like, you mean I'm going to cut you down with the landing system and then walk back, throw a bomb and then let it explode and then like that kind of thing? I mean, because that's what we expect, right? Like, do you watch John Wick and expect somebody to beat him? Like, that's the landing system versus the Caro-Kann. I'm John Wick. Like, what are you expecting? Like, the whole Continental was against me and I still can't lose. Like, the whole Ghana chess is against my landing system. I'm not gonna lose. Come on. And anyone who asks the question, then why are you not in the top 3, will get banned from the chat. Oh boy. So best of 10 with a Caro-Kann player. Bro, do you want to be adopted? Like, best of 10 is a 10. Best of 10 is a 10. Come on. Best of 10 is a 10. Landing all the way. If you draw, you are lucky. But there's no way you win. Oh god. So yeah, okay, I'm going back to it again. But when we're analyzing this position, after he played queen here, I was like, oh, he's playing queen here to play c5. Yes, c5 is an idea, but that was not the reason he played this. Like, literally, the knight was hanging. I didn't see that the knight was hanging. I was like, oh, he played queen to c8 because he wants to push c5. And later on, when I came back to the position, I realized, wait, the knight is hanging. And I made it sound like I already knew. And I was like, yeah, I know that the knight is hanging, but this move doesn't just defend the knight, it also promotes c4. 1st of January live stream, best of 10 Caro-Kann games. Let me see if I have an excuse. 1st of January is a Monday. No, 1st of January is what? It's a Thursday. I don't stream on Thursdays. That's actually not an excuse. I don't stream on Thursdays. I stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. So yes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, thank God you picked the wrong date. Nobody will say I'm avoiding you because Thursday, I don't stream on Thursdays. So guys, I'm not dodging him. He picked the day I don't stream. What can I say? I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. He picked Thursday. I'm sorry. We can't do that much. Wait, what did he say? I've seen Bro Lou landing multiple times and he's still spreading propaganda. Mention one game in the landing system you've seen me lose. Mention one. Mention one. You can't mention one. Knight e5. Castles, kingside, castles. What's up? Don't you hate getting notifications on your phone and you see mobile money and all they are doing is reminding you about other stuff? 2nd of January, Friday. Oh yeah, 2nd of January, Friday. Yeah, I do stream on Friday. Fridays I do my streamer versus viewer, so we may get like 1 or 2 games. Phase 1 last year against Maxwell. I mean, the landing system didn't lose. I got a winning position against him. I got a winning position against him. Maxwell was the one sweating for air. He was down. Look. I just didn't want to embarrass him, so I decided to play bad moves, and then that's why he won. Like, he was losing that game. Like, come on, guys. He was losing that game. I don't know what made you guys think that he was winning in any way, shape, or form. Bring Maxwell now. Let me beat him with the landing system. I'll show you that it was a fluke. Like, come on. I was just giving him the win, and you guys are parading it like it's an example. It's not. Like, I was winning from the beginning. Come on. I will even beat Maxwell blindfold with the landing system. That's how confident I am. That's how confident I am. Anyways, so we did get c5 eventually. Bishop b2. Somebody's busy. Let me go to the BCAP. Somebody's busy texting Maxwell. I'm very sure. Somebody's busy texting Maxwell. Oh boy. Okay, nobody's doing that. Oh boy. Okay. Nobody's done that. It was a fluke. I mean, fluke is actually the wrong word. I let him win. I was 100% winning that game. And I was like, I don't want people to know I'm this strong. Like, I want people to think I'm weak. So let me start blundering the game. And I gave him the win. I can't beat your grandma blindfolded. Of course, I don't even need my eyes and my arms. Like, just my brain. Like, if I'm dead and my brain is connected to the chessboard, I win. I don't even need any. Like, I don't need to be there. Like, even if my brain wasn't there, even if there was an empty board there and I was playing against your grandma and I was not there, I'm not even there to give any moves, I win against your grandma. So yeah, of course I can beat your grandma more than a blindfold. Okay, so this is sometimes the way like people try to play against it, and wait. Okay, actually it's not the normal way. He's trying to open lines on the queen side that he can use to play against him. But actually, I think that's a wrong idea when you're playing in these types of positions. He doesn't really stop the attacking position that's coming here. So I don't know. Knight b8 and then f4. Sometimes it's uncomfortable when this pawn has been traded because they are like there's likeness of these ideas coming in. So you have to be careful. That's why I think sometimes you are advised that before you push like f4, g4, you want to start with this first. So I mean, even if he comes in here with this, you do have this move. Sometimes people don't like doing that because it telegraphs the move. You know, sometimes when you're boxing, you don't want to telegraph your punch, right? The shoulder moves before the arm. If you are watching the person's shoulder, you can tell when the punch is coming, right? Michael J. White always talked about it, telegraphing the punch. So he does this thing where he's like, he punches you twice, and the third one, he just comes in slow without moving the shoulder. And that's basically the same thing here. The moment you play king h1, your opponent knows that you want to push the pawns forward. But king h1 too is deadly here, especially because of the bishop's position. So it kind of makes sense why he did not play king h1. Agenda set. Okay. Oh, okay. He went rook first. Okay. So Ginger GM described it as creating weaknesses, right? So you play the rook. You are not intending to attack there exactly, but the fact that you make that move, you force your opponent to make a weakening move, right? You force him to start pushing pieces in front of his king, and as that loosens his king. Agenda set on BCA. What? There was nothing on BCA. you guys like stoking a fire. my goodness. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'll win. I'll just do some bala on him and I'll win. Anyways. Rook E8. Rook H3. Knight jumps back. Knight F8 can be mate. But then you can see, black is very passive. Black is very behind. He brings the other rook in. And then we get F4. And this is a very thematic attack, right? Queen comes in. You have so much power coming in. It's a very straightforward attack. And this is one of the ways, this is one of the reasons why I love the Kolizuka Tour. It's one of my favorite openings. Second to the London, of course. Yeah. And this is where the transformation of the position happened. And I mean, this is where I felt like I gave a good analysis. This move is not obvious, right? I don't think this move is very like obvious, but it's the move. Sorry, not this move. I think it's just here. It's the move with the least resistance. Like it's easier to play this position than the one he went for, which is what I think. I mean, I said something good about. But Ejuyama. I mean, of course, it's only moves, and you definitely see because you have no other choice. But here, like this position was winning in more ways than one. I even said it during the live stream that Ejuyama is defending, but he just thinks he's defending, but he's prolonging his death. Eventually, he proved me wrong. So yeah, where everyone was arguing was here in this position, and this is where it was only Maurice who actually saw this position. It was only Maurice who actually saw this position. Because what we had all considered initially was this. And we actually made a mistake in our analysis. We were like this, and then he goes here. And once he goes here, check. This actually helps. Going there actually helps white. But what we later on realized was when the king comes in here, it's actually difficult to continue. It's not easy to continue. Like, as in, you can take here, but it's not easy to continue. Like, your mindset is you want to do something to this king. Like, you want to do something evil to this king, but for some reason, you're not seeing it. And that was the big issue with this move. That was the big issue with this line. Again, it's still winning. I think if he went this line, he probably would have won the game. But he went for a strange move. And this is basically how I described his rook move. He was strangling, like somebody took a gun and tried to kill him. He was able to deflect the bullets. He hit the gun out of the guy's hand. He now has the guy in a chokehold. He's strangling the guy. Then he sees a woman passing by and he's like, oh damn, she's nice. That's basically what he did here. He's literally close to killing the opponent, and he's like, oh, there's a nice girl over here. and that's basically what happened to him. He got distracted. But even here, he's not losing. he was so reluctant to play king to g2. And I think no, actually that couldn't be the reason. I was thinking that maybe this was what he was worried about, but it's not a problem. So that doesn't make sense why he kept going for like these moves when he could have just solved the problem. So this game definitely will go down in the history books. I'm going to have to reanalyze it. I'm going to watch through the analysis again as well and do a video for this. Maybe instead of making it about Baini, I'll make it the man who cannot be killed, and I'll look at the games where Ejuyama was losing, and it's just 4 games or 3 games, 4 games here. And I won't overanalyze the games. I mean, it'll be fine. And at this point, it was just gone. Because like with this win, wait, okay, let's assume that Baini plays. Let's assume that Baini plays who Ejuyama played in the last round. Like that's if he won this. Let's assume that he plays him. Who did Ejuyama play in the last round? I'm assuming that if he beat Ejuyama, he would have played who Ejuyama played in the last round. Paul. I think Baini can fight against Paul. Yeah. I'm sure they've played, right? He didn't play against Paul. So I'm sure he would have played against Paul. And I think he can beat Paul. With how well he played, he can beat Paul. So yeah. The other shocking things were the boards we didn't see. The boards we didn't see. Jedediah, was it Jedediah? Jeshurun left with 37 rating points. He would have played you on Nyameba, but he has also not played Paul. Oh, true. Yeah, Paul is below that. If he played you on Nyameba, would you have drawn? Because you were in the same situation, right? Would you have considered drawing, or you'd have just beaten him and worry goal? Like, or what do you think? Do you think Nyameba or you would have drawn against him? Because it would have been the last round and you guys were looking for draws. Right? You didn't need to try in those games. Could have played Nyameba. Yeah, they would have drawn. And that would mean that he was in the running to qualify. Because he would have been at 6 if he draw 6.5. Then it's on tie breaks now. Yeah, because last round everybody was drawing. Last round everyone was drawing. But Jeshurun also went on a tear. He gained, okay, at the end of the tournament he gained 37. He actually had gained 51. But that means he's not 1700 like we were expecting him. So he's going to be 1683. So you try and beat him. Who knows? Okay, maybe if he's thinking about his rating, he will not draw him. Who knows? But yeah, Jeshurun took 37 points. Who did he defeat? Ampong Nana Kofi. Normally that would be like crazy, but he had a very bad tournament. Ampong Nana Kofi is now 1700. He lost 82 rating points. There'll be more people with 6 points who will be playing for a win. True. Yeah, that changes the mindset. Yeah. That changes the mindset. True. Because now, if Smart won, he gets also 6.5. And like if you guys draw, you have about 7 people with 6.5, and that would be difficult to determine a winner. Yeah. So people will be playing for wins. But that would be big. Like, that's really risking it. Because if you lose the tournament. Like, if you lose, you're just gone. That's sad. He lost to Redam. Oh, okay. So he took his points like that. Yeah. He drew Bernard. Okay, Bernard was not in any hurry. He drew Nikoni. He drew Paul Senyaga. Okay, which is strange because Paul says that he has been beating him in their rapid games. Ampong Nana Kofi was not on his best. He drew. I mean, he was just draw. He had just 2 wins, and the rest were draws. If Bani had won the last round, the last round would have been wide open to everyone and would have been crazy. I mean, it wasn't crazy what we're looking for. I know the players aren't looking for crazy because they want to end off early. But yeah. Okay, so who are the biggest earners? Is anybody in the new 100? So Ediama has 32 points. So it's going to be 18, 19, 18, 1889. Ediama is going to be 1889 by the end of the month. Draw Master. All Karakan players are Draw Masters. Okay, Warriors, you're going to be 1800. Congrats. You're going to be 18 with extra steps. Not just like 1800, 18 with extra steps. Daniel Loglaw has also entered into 1700. David Ameku is still 1800, but he's earned 19 rating points. I don't know why Chess Results doesn't want to give Bani a rating. Because it still hasn't calculated his rating. So we have to wait to see. But what's his performance rating? 1700. I mean, let me see. Yeah, it's possible he's 1700. Sakodi Harry got 70 points. Yeah, he's in the latter. He's halfway through 1700. Okay, I don't know who this Emmanuel Gabra is. He gained 45 points. So he's now 1600. Sing Manu gained 53 points. He's also now 1600. Maxwell lost 21. Maxwell has come back to join me. Maxwell has come back to join me. When Paul is talking about his results with anyone, take it with a grain of salt. I think I understand what you're trying to say. Maxwell, welcome back. Maxwell, welcome back to 1600. Welcome back to 1600. Maxwell lost 21 rating points. Wait, where is he? Did I read it wrong? Maxwell lost 21 rating points. Welcome back to 1600, Maxwell. I welcome you with open arms. I welcome you with open arms. Jeshron is just shy of 1700. Wow. Dr. Seko is going back to 1600. Mills Papo is still 1700. Why wouldn't I be? Why wouldn't I be? When you trash talk the London, that's what happens. When you trash talk the London, that is what happens. He is one of the main antagonists of the London system in Ghana. Why wouldn't I be happy? All he has to do is just say one good thing about the London system and his rating goes up. All he has to do. So the more you guys are talking down to the London, the more you're going to lose rating points. So be careful. Be careful. He's the number one enemy of the London system. Yeah, like we said, Nana Kofi, this is really going to hurt him. Like emotionally, it's really going to hurt him because you were 1800 and now you're 1700 with extra steps. And that's about it. That's about it. That's about it. Yeah, so we I mean, this is all good for Ghana. Like, I liked how we could go through more of the games that were interesting, but what I loved about this tournament was it shows a very big difference in it shows a very big leap in progress for Ghana chess, right? Because now so many people have the potential. It's not going to be a clear and cut, oh, if I can beat so and so and then I'm done, right? Now you have to think about every single person, and I always keep thinking that phase 1 is more bloody than phase 2. It's crazy. So I think all in all, we are happy to see the development of chess in Ghana. Now we are getting stronger players. I mean, if we look at, let me see if I'm right about this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let me just go all the way to the home and stop stress. Let's try and go back. Let's try and go back 4 years, I guess. Chief is 1600 now. Okay, cool. I didn't take note of that. Barely 1600 now. Okay. I want to see if I can go back a few years and compare. I just want to compare that. 2019. Let's go 2019. Okay, 2019 nationals. Oh, we didn't have nationals in 2019. That's the COVID period, right? Okay, 2020 phase 1. Let me see. Yeah, look at it. Look at this. Look at this. This was 2020. Look at where Clinton was at the time. Now the names, you don't even see them anymore. Let me see what happened after round 9. like yeah, you need 6 points to qualify. Like come on. No, somebody even qualified with 5.5. It's so clear of a difference, right? It's so clear of a difference. Let's go 1 year back. Let's go 1 year back. To be fair, 1721 is still 1700, but close to I think it's still far above that. Let's go to 2019. No, 2018 nationals. Look, even the turnout, even the turnout should let you know that things have changed. Even the turnout should let you know that things have changed, right? It's there's been a great difference. So if you look at 2018, 7 years down the line, and you can see that a big change has come into play. A big change has come into play. So this is all in all good for Ghana chess. Like, look at this. Look at the turnout. The ratings maybe are not as high as that time, but they are. It's all good. I'm excited to see that. Right now, if there was something I wish I could do with this platform, is to promote like women chess in Ghana. And look, Warigold, unless you have Warigold, Emmanuel Ashong, T'Chaka, all of you, like unless you have a way, like, because when I was a student at University of Ghana, I tried. I gave free chess lessons to as many females as I could. None of them are playing chess up till today. None of them, not even a single one of them. And I taught all of them for free. It's an Olympiad year. Yeah, I mean, we understand, but we want to do it in such a way that it's not just about Olympiad, it's about people who are actually interested, you know? That's kind of like what I'm looking for. I wish there was a way we could. I can't motivate them every 2 years. We need a way to get more females into the game. It's the interest, but again, why don't they have the interest? Is it that we don't make it fun? Is it that they don't like it? Like, it's something I think about. Like, what makes it difficult? Because when I even taught kids, like I taught like 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, the guys are always interested in the chess, and when they start, they're all interested, and all of a sudden the guys are interested more than the girls. And you always wonder, like, what is it? Is it that because I'm a guy teaching them, that's why they think it's a guy sport? Is it because it's male dominated, that's why they think it's a guy sport? Is it like, so me personally, I don't know if I had that conversation or if I dreamt about having that conversation, but I wanted to have a conversation, or I did have a conversation with Toby. I don't know if I did. I'm not so sure if I did, but it's been a long time since Toby and I had a conversation. Almost 4 years, I guess. So I was thinking that Toby should try and become the figurehead of female chess, because at the time she was literally one of the few females that was giving the men a hard time. Yeah, working on a few females and it's been on and off. When you say on and off, is it them or it's from you? You guys naturally fall off. I don't know. It's something I'm really look, and it'll be difficult for Redam to lead that charge. You think it's a personality thing? Because if Redam is the face of female chess in Ghana, I don't know if it will motivate the grown-ups, you know? They might see a child and be like, oh, then it's a children's thing. I'm not a child, you know? But then why do they all have that personality? That's something I don't really understand. Like Lady. It's from them. Yeah, I expected that. It happened to me too. There was, for example, there was one girl I was able to motivate, and the reason she was motivated was solely because when you play for the house in university, when you play for the house, they pay you, right? So she was interested in getting that money. So that's why she was interested. Once she finished the school, when you call her for training, she's not interested. She trained just enough to be in the house team, but then that was about it. The hostel team, I said house, I don't know why I said house. The hostel team, but that was about it. Or the hall, whatever. So we need a figurehead. That's what some of them said. That's what I've forgotten who said it, but we need a figurehead for them. And then you stop trying, yeah. I really wish we could revive the female chess. But when was the last time we had a female national championship? When was the last time we had a women's national championship? Women's. Do we say female national championship or women's national championship? When was the last time we had a women's? Okay, 2021. That was the last one. So, Wargo, do you have people who are interested? I'm sure if you have them, you are training them. But do you have any people who are interested? Like, they are not getting tired. They are actually very interested. Two years ago, that means they are no longer interested. Wait, 2 years ago? Wait. 2023? Sorry, 2023? We don't have it. This is African Games. And National Chess Championships, qualifier phase. I don't see where the females on this. Gertrude won. Isn't Gertrude like 4 years or 3 years national champion? I mean, I could have that conversation with her. I could definitely have that conversation with her. Maybe during the female nationals, I'll go and have a conversation. Okay, she'll not be interested in. There's 2 finals. Let me just type women's and see. Okay, let's type women. 113. Okay. 113. Oh, okay. I didn't see the WO. Okay. 2 years ago. That's fine. That's when Gertrude made her debut and she beat all of them. Like Rebecca Bannon. When was the last time you saw Rebecca Bannon? The only person who is still here is... I said the only person. The only people who are here are Maud, Gertrude, and Redam. Hepzibah is a little bit on the slow. Hepzibah is a little bit on the slow at this point. Yeah. Hepzibah is a little bit on the low end now. I mean, and this is the 10 now. The number of people were like, what? 5, 10. Like 10 people. 10 people. That's not... We have to work on that. So, I don't know. I know Christy is trying to work on it. That's why she did the queens over the board or something like that. But it's hard to sustain their interest. But Christy is... What, she was there? I'm sorry, I missed her name. Yeah. So I don't know. Oh, okay. Those I put out qualify from phase 1. Okay. I get it. Phase 1, by the way. Yeah. I mean, oh boy. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I wish we had like a way of identifying people who would be interested, because it's annoying to spend 5 years on a person only for the person to say I'm not interested anymore. That's my point. Because then the guys get tired. Like, we get tired of doing it. Like, imagine every single time you see somebody, you're like, okay, I have to train this person for the next 4 years, 3 years. And after 3 years, the person's like, I'm not interested anymore. It's like, what's the point? You know? Yeah, that's what I think that's what Philip was saying, right? When the incentives of playing chess becomes greater, then they will come in. But I was like, imagine putting national champion on your... Like, Toby has run that train, right? I think she's 4 or 5 time national champion, women's national champion. It's on all her CVs. Everything she does, she puts it there. Like, imagine having that on your CV. You've represented Ghana. Not just to mention, again, T'Chaka has mentioned Olympiad, right? Isn't that motivation? Cash prizes, you know? And Gertrude said I'm underestimating the women's. Gertrude says I'm underestimating the women's, the females. That's what she says. But you may not. After I say this, I may lose to you. You know, every time you talk big, you end up losing, right? But I'll talk big regardless. But you may not have to undergo extreme chess training to get top 5 in phase 2 of the women's national. Again, I'm speaking based on my previous bias. I don't know about currently, because Gertrude is a force to be reckoned with. Redam is not like somebody you should sleep on. I don't know where Christy is now, Madam Christy. I don't know where she is now. The last time I played her, I mean, so I don't know where she is now. Who else? Maud. Okay, so Maud, Gertrude, Redam, right? So let's say that I don't know if Angela will play. Let's say Christy. Oh, okay, that means there's just one spot. I mean, you can fight for one spot. I think you can fight for one spot. I don't know. I mean, anyways, we'll get there. We'll eventually get there. Because right now we can even see an improvement. You know, I always like putting caveats in what I say, except when I'm talking about the landing system. Now, Gertrude won't let you rest. All you have to do is beat Gertrude. She'll keep quiet. So just work on beating Gertrude. Do you want to know the secret to beating Gertrude? I don't have a secret to beating Gertrude. I don't even think I've ever played Gertrude before. I don't think I've played Gertrude before. Have I? If Gertrude was here, she would have said it. But I don't think I've played her before. There's only 2 people that I've lost to in nationals. Only 2 females I've lost to. Angela Yiku and Toby Felix. Those are the 2 I've lost to. Angela Yiku and then did I play Maud? I play Maud. I don't know. Maybe I've lost to Maud. I don't know. I don't remember. I for sure know that I've lost to Angela Yiku and Toby Felix. But right now they are out of practice, so they may not. Again, I'm saying everything with caution because you don't know what they are doing in their rooms, right? So they may not beat me now. Like we saw what Adriama did. Like nobody expected Adriama to do this. He just comes in at the last. I keep saying I blame Clinton. Because you don't know what they are doing in their rooms, right? They could be training, they could be preparing. You don't know what they are doing in their rooms. So yeah. I'll do what I can from my end as well. Like when I sometimes come to the University of Ghana and I see the ladies playing, I'm like, oh yes, there's potential. But then I always have this feeling that once they are done, because you don't even see them, like, you don't even see them come to watch the tournament, you know, like the way Aisha does. Like you don't see them coming, like, okay, they're in school, so they go and play, but you don't see them coming for the tournaments to just observe, right? That shows interest. Like when they come around just to see what's going on, it shows interest. But you don't even see them coming around. So once I don't see them coming around, I'm like, okay, this is just over. Because I've not played Maud, Gertrude, and Redam. I don't know. Again, like I said, I don't know. I really don't know. And I mean, right now, like I said at the beginning, I'm doubting my skill level. Right now, like I said, I'm repeating myself again. At the beginning, I don't feel like I'm as strong as I think I am. like I already felt like I'm not strong, but now I feel like I'm not as strong. Like I really feel like I'm weaker. Like I'm far weaker than I thought I am. My lead chess rating and my chess.com rating is deceiving me. Deceiving me, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe Mod will wipe the floor with me, right? Maybe Gertrude will wipe the floor with me. Maybe Redam will wipe the floor with me. Like, it's highly possible. With my current skill level, it's highly possible. And then they stop coming. Exactly. Like, what do you expect? So if they do that, like if they are not willing to sacrifice, is the consistency is the proof of love. If they are not willing, if they are not able to make sacrifices and be consistent, it's a sign that they are not interested. Maybe it's a sign that they are not interested. You know, so. But we'll work on it. I mean, Maxwell has done well with the DCA. Who knows? Maybe we can speak to Maxwell. Maxwell seems to have a way with the ladies. So he's a fine boy too. So we'll just use him to. I had the craziest idea. We get Maxwell in like a tank top and some jeans or whatever. Then he's he's I'm laughing too much. It's no longer funny. He's using his biceps to balance a rook, and he was like, "Want to know how to rook lift? What do you call it? Register for my training course." All the girls will register because Max was a fine boy. Online it's highly a scam. Keep the idea to myself. It's the lousiest idea I've had in a while. Allow me to express my ideas. It's the lousiest idea I've had in a while. You have beef with him on this matter. Yeah, he should use his nice voice and then his this thing to convince them. He should go to the University of Ghana and then have a talk, like say how we theme it. Women in chess. Let's just say women in chess. Then we call Maxwell. Then we give him a mic. We edit the sound. We increase his bass. Then we like, you know. Then when he talks, hello, ladies. Oh my god. This is the most childish idea I've had. Please don't come again. You would be shocked. When they're done. Oh please, Maxwell, could you train me? I'm very interested in chess. I'm free on this time. If you call me at this time, I'll be willing to train with you. Is that? Oh, he said, oh, don't worry, we can do it online. No. I want us to train in person. Let's train in person. This idea is getting out of. Oh, man. I hope he's not listening to this. Let me just go and check the VCA. I just hope he's not listening to any of this. I've been watching Maxwell the whole of today. I just don't want you to hear about this. Okay. But that'll be funny. Oh, you make a good point. That alone destroy. Yeah, and he's a London hitter as well. Kinti Chaka, you make a very good point. I no longer like my idea. I no longer like the idea. He's going to teach them the French and make them hate the London system. Clinton too is a fine boy. Let's use the fine boys. Smart is a fine boy. Worry good, I'm sorry, but you're like me. Men are ugly. Men must be ugly and fearful. We are like me. We are fearful looking. Tichaka too, you are fearful looking. So Biney is there. Smart is there. Clinton is there. Clinton doesn't speak ill of the London system, so he's fine. And the English is also cool. It's better than the French. Who else is a fine boy? Wellington is there. If I don't mention you and you believe you're a fine boy, please believe yourself. Don't take my word for it. let's use our fine boys to convince them. More French minions for you to farm. Exactly. Like, if they play the French, we'll just be getting easy rating points, you know? And we want a challenge. We want a challenge. Okay, but that's just a Smart Lights. Strangely, I've never seen him talking to any girl apart from chess girls. Like, he has never brought a female around. And he barely even talks to the girls. He's always talking with the guys. I've never seen him talking to them. It's the other way around. Wait, that would mean that Smart likes chess, not girls. Or you're trying to say the girls like Smart. What macho man would take fine boy? I'll go and call Mr. Philip, and I'll pitch this idea to him that we should use the fine boys to convince the girls. We'll go to the senior high schools and let them talk to them. Again, it's also the same problem happens, right? They may be infatuated with their guys, but when they see how difficult chess is, they may also fall away. But again, like Maxwell always says, it's a numbers game, right? So if we can get a huge number, maybe there'll be, if we can maybe out of 1,000 we get 5, it's still an improvement, right? So yeah, again, 1,000 is a stretch, but yeah. So yeah, that's about it. I do pray that female chess improves. Now the second man of the hour, where we go? I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but if you want to step out for a bit, that's fine. Aha, yes, exactly. A man on a mission. He's a man on a mission. He's a man on a mission. So very good. I'm going to look at your game where he survived, where Adriama survived. If you want to step out for a bit, we're going to look at the last part. Drown this idea in the river. Oh, I don't think it will work. I mean, like T'Chaka is saying, there are many factors. I'm just joking around with it, but it's something that's on my mind. I'm just playing around with it, but it's something that's on my mind. Because it's like female chess in Ghana is dying. You don't see them like the female players are so few that the boys use the female washroom. Like we rent a place out. There's a washroom for men and there's a washroom for women, but the females are so few that the men use the females washroom. Like, can you imagine? Because they are not there. Like, come on. They are not there. Oh god. Where is this game that I can't find? Adriama. Nope. Let me just click the players and then go from there. Or it doesn't give me from there. Where is it? Adriama. Yeah, I'm on 3. Yeah. Like, he played a beautiful game. He had his opponent. And he missed this. Oh, this was so sad. 30 seconds was all he needed. He used 30 seconds or less, or 40 seconds or whatever, and missed the intermezzo move. I get the struggle she was having calculating this position, but this saves him because after the king moves, if you come in this way, knight here doesn't exist, but you can just take back. But he misses it. And I mean, kudos to him for finding this line, right? Again, somebody else would have played something else, but he's like, nah, let me sacrifice and then get a chance. And he gets this. And he survives this position. Then Bernard too. Bernard also loses this. Like, if anybody had anything to do with the Malam, it was definitely Adriama. If anyone had anything to do with the Malam, it was definitely Adriama. Oh boy. But this tournament was interesting. I liked how close it was. It was quite an interesting one. It was quite an interesting one. Next year might not be as difficult because next year is not an Olympiad year. So maybe I'll test my hand on it next year and see what I can do. My aim should be trying to qualify for phase 2. Maybe not becoming like top 5 in phase 2, but qualifying for phase 2. Just the ability to qualify for phase 2 is going to be a big deal for me. The highest score I've ever had in the nationals is 5.5, 5.5. We just need to boost us by like 1 more point, and that will be crazy. So I don't know. Yeah, so the highs were the underdogs and the lows were the guard dogs. But unfortunately, I really feel for Smart. Sincerely, I really feel for Smart. Like, it really pained him. But at the end of everything, he seemed to shrug it off. I don't know. We were playing Blitz, like before I left, we were playing Blitz, and he seemed to be okay. So maybe he's fine. But what this means is that we are going to have a very ferocious Lion this year and next year. But he's going to be very angry and he's going to try and get back what he lost. So it's going to be interesting to see. Okay. So I don't know. Is there anything you guys want to discuss? I would have to go and right now I'm watching through the I'm cringing a lot, but I'm watching through the stream, trying to look for interesting moments and then present them, like make videos and shorts on them. So that's what I'm doing right now. And if I'm watching, like each stream was like 9 hours long, so it's going to take me like 3 days to watch through the entire thing. Of course, I'll try and do jump cuts because like my memory is still fresh. I still remember like very important parts of the whole thing. So yeah. This is the first stream I've ever had where I was just speaking. It wasn't really much chess, and I was just letting my wild ideas run wild with you guys. I keep very crazy things in my mind. If you're not sure, they're not gonna reshare you for WhatsApp stories. Well. One of the things I really want to do is to get like a title. I feel like if I get a title, it bodes better for this channel, right? Because if you have a title, people are more likely to listen to you than if you are just talking. We go again next year, yeah, for sure. Right now, I'm just planning what to do. GM Noah Stroller or something. I watched a video where he was talking about how you can plan for your improvement, and I'm going to apply some of what he said. So next year, what I have to do is I have to figure out how to stream while I'm playing. So maybe I have to get somebody. Because everybody who I know who is interested enough to do that kind of thing will be playing. So I don't know somebody who is experienced enough but won't be playing, who can follow it up for me. My brother would have been. Maybe Edupoku is very busy. I used to normally do the streams with Edupoku, but right now he's very busy. I don't know. I'll find a way. But people really enjoyed the stream. People really enjoyed the stream, so I want to do that. He said, Julian, why are you jealous? Julian, all you have to do is, when it comes to chess players, talk is cheap. They just beat them on the board. So, Julian, what you should do is you should go into hibernation. But pretend as though you are not being serious. Like, be steady, right? But when you are playing against them, act as though you don't know anything, right? And just keep improving. Then one day just come and lash them, It's one of the best things to do. Look, okay, let me end with it. I've said this story 1,000 times, but I want to say it again. It's like the best thing that ever happened to me, Yeah, it's just an observation. Like, look, it was this story is like one of my most favorite stories because I was in level 200 University of Ghana, but that's when I was approached by Joel Klu, who I met in Achimota School. He taught us openings, right, in Achimota School. So I met him in the University of Ghana in level 200 because I didn't know that there was a chess club. I was looking for them, I couldn't find them. So one day he saw me walking and then he was like, "Oh, I remember you from Achimota. Do you still play chess?" I was like, "Oh yeah." Then he signed me up. So one day, the they were preparing for the Kings and Queens. Is it Kings and Queens? Sorry, inter schools or something. I've forgotten. And the school team was training. So like 4 of them, it was I can't remember their names. Nana Kojo or something. They had some names. Joe Clue. I've forgotten his name. Boo Boo and the rest. They were all training, and one of the girls was not training. And I was like, oh, since you're not playing with anyone, can I play with you? Like for the train, like warm up, something like that. And this girl looks me in the eye and says that if I play against you, you will reduce my skill level. Like the disrespect. The disrespect. She looked me in my eye. Like, just say, oh no, I'm doing something. Like, just say that. But she looked, I haven't done anything to you. Like, this is my first time speaking with you. And you look me dead in the eye and say, if I play with you, I will reduce my skill. Like, who does that? Who does that? And when she said, like, she shouted it. So everybody was looking at me. The place became quiet. Everybody was looking at me. And Tommy was consoling me that, oh, don't worry, don't mind that you're okay. I kept quiet. I didn't say anything. I was quiet. I was quiet. I started training. Look, Morris, I don't think Morris can beat me. I could sit down without like going to bed on a laptop for 32 hours learning chess. I even skipped the lecture because I was studying chess. Yeah, between Ghana and Nigeria, yeah. I was studying chess like a madman. That's when, like, normally when you hear Philip, he's like, hey, theory man or opening man. He used to call me that name. Right now he has stopped. Like, I used to mention the names of openings. Like, I used to mention, oh, the Hedgehog, the Anti-Miran, oh, like, you support it, very good. You're lucky I don't have the block button here. I'd have blocked you. But I was a beginner then, so I accepted it. You participate in the Scrabble team. You have their T-shirt. Who cares about Scrabble? You see, when you say you are part of the Scrabble team, you put yourself in trouble. Because now, anytime you make a mistake in your statement and your grammar is wrong, we have problems with you. If she hadn't said I wouldn't have lit the fire in you, I agree. I 100% agree with that. Yeah, so I was training like a madman. She eventually finished the school. 1 year later, I was in my 3rd year. And look, one Saturday morning, I had taken my books. I had gone to the library. And I was studying. Then I get a message from Toby. Manuel, get here right now. And she, like, I knew that she was going to the Dream4 Chess Club. I don't know if you've heard of it before, but they are not operating anymore. Dream4 Chess Club. And she was like, Manuel, get here right now. I was like, why? What's going on? I'm studying. It's like, I have exams. I'm studying. And she was like, no. Get here right now. And I was like, what's going on? And she said, do you remember this girl? I was like, yeah. He said, I heard that she's coming to play a tournament at Dream4 today. Look, I closed the book, packed my bags, and left. Like, I ran to the station because look, I have been waiting for this day. I had waited for this day. I got to Dream4 Chess Club just in time. They added my name to the tournament. I was paired with her round 2. Oh my goodness. Look. I was shocked she was talking all that trash. Look, I think she's 1200 or lower. I was shocked she was talking all that trash. Now, I was known to be I think I'm still known to be a very respectful chess player, right? If I have a win, I go for the win. I don't play all that lousy stuff. Look, I cleared her board. I had 3 extra pawns or 4 extra pawns. Like, I had extra pawns. She only had a king. She wasn't resigning, and I also wasn't planning on beating her immediately. And this is the thing I was doing, right? I was winning now. I was like, and this is what I'll be doing. I'll be like, come on, how do I win this position? If I do this, you do this. It's so difficult. That's literally what I was saying. When I was up 3 pawns. Oh boy, I was rubbing it. Look, I had waited for that. Like, I was so ecstatic. No, at that time I used to play the Italian. At that time I wasn't playing the London, I was playing the Italian. I was playing the Italian, and even the hedgehog, those type of funny openings. So but the Scandinavian is something I've been playing since the start, right? So I was just like, oh, am I winning? Am I winning? And then Paul came to stand behind me. I was like, why won't he just win the game? And I saw Toby, she was like, shh, you don't know. Toby was laughing at the back, like Toby was laughing. Oh my god, Toby was laughing like, oh, it was so bad. Eventually, I made like 5 queens and checkmated him. Oh, like look, that was one of the best days of my chess career. Like, I just couldn't believe she was talking all that trash. Like, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, this was the skill level you were saying I would drop you down. You didn't even have a skill in the beginning. Oh boy. I'm sure she knew that's why I was doing that. Unless, of course, she saw me as a non-entity and forgot who I was. But if she didn't forget who I was, she knows why I was doing what I did. It was like one of the best moments of my life. Like, I always remember it. I always talk about it. You don't get wins like that. Best revenge story. Oh goodness. I just want to repeat that with certain people. Certain people who have talked down to my chess and talked down to my landing system. I want to do the same thing to them. Warigold, I'll meet Warigold in next 2 years nationals. I'll meet him in phase 1. The last round of phase 1. I've already qualified, but Warigold will need 0.5 to qualify, and I'll be having the landing system, and I'll crush him so much that I'll have 2 extra pawns. And instead of winning the game, I'll sit down, wait for everybody to finish so that they come and gather around the board. Once they gather around the board and they are looking at me beating him, that's when I'll make a move. I wish I could do that to everyone who hated the landing system. Yeah, so everyone who is insulting the landing system is hurting my ego. But listen, if there's one person I want to beat right now, it's a far stretch. Actually, when I said I wanted to beat him, he told me that, look, you are aiming too high. Take your time. It's Kennedy Olopite. The person I really want to beat right now is Kennedy Olopite. Like, he's very blunt, but sometimes his bluntness is annoying. Like, I really appreciate how blunt he is, but sometimes it's annoying. Do you know what he told me one day? And he literally did it. He said, look, you are nowhere near me. He said, you are nowhere near me. If you like, in a tournament game, I will give you 5 moves before I play my first move and you still lose. And I still lost. Look, that embarrassment, I cannot take that embarrassment. So my target is Kennedy Olopite. Like, he's the person I want to beat. When I mentioned it, he said, look, I appreciate it, but you are aiming too high. That pissed me off the more. Like, the more. Like, what do you mean? I know it's true, but don't say it like that. He's like, you are aiming too high. Oh my goodness. Look. I get Kennedy Olopite. I'm literally, look, I beat that guy. I'm retiring from chess. I beat him. I stopped playing chess. Like, I need to beat him. If he's watching this, he's hearing me. Why am I running? Running from whom? Very good. I'm not dreaming. I'll make it reality. I will make it reality. I'll clear. So, I've already beaten Maxwell before. Okay, have I beaten Maxwell in a tournament? Like, not over the board tournaments, like nationals? No. So I'll beat Maxwell. I'll beat Warigold. Morris is always playing the fence, but I'll treat him as somebody who is against the landing system. So I'll beat Morris. I've beaten them before, but I'm talking about beating them in a tournament session. I'll beat Morris. I will beat, who else left at the landing system? Gertrude. She denounced the landing system. I'll beat Gertrude. T'Chaka, I'll beat T'Chaka. He's also laughing at the landing system. Clinton doesn't laugh at the landing system, so I can't. I would like to beat Clinton for different reasons than laughing at the landing system. Like, beating Clinton will prove to me that I'm actually a good chess player. Like that's one of the things about beating Clinton. If I beat Clinton, I know that I'm a good chess player. Like good. Again, I'm not an expert, but good. Like I don't doubt that I'm a good chess player. So that's one reason I want to beat Clinton. Like, it's like a test of skill. Am I really as strong as I claim I am? And I don't want to play him on a bad day like he's messing up. No. When he's at his best, I want to beat him there. Who else laughs at the London system? That is this thing. Yeah, the gap between us is kind of wide. Yeah, I get it. No, like I understand him. I agree with him, but the fact that he said it, that's what pissed. That doubled my anger. That doubled my anger. And he plays the London system, so it's like, why make me your enemy? Like, what? We are friends. We are friends. Why make me an enemy? I see him play. He plays London-esque position. So why make me an enemy? I don't get it. Why make me an enemy? Unfortunately, he doesn't play a lot of Ghana tournaments anymore. I would have. Normally it's President's Cup I'm targeting. But the gap is wide. The gap is wide. He's not a slouch in any way. Like, if you are respected in Nigeria, you're a strong player. Again, are you talking about, like, if you're talking about Blitz, I've beaten him before. Have I beaten him before? I think yes, I've beaten him before. Like, everybody I'm talking about, I've beaten them before. I'm talking about like tournament conditions. Like, something is on the line kind of thing. He has enough time to calculate all my tricks, see everything, prepare for me, prep my lines, like that kind of scenario. Where when I've beaten you, like I'm done with you, like that kind of thing. Yeah, tournament results is actually the true definition or determinant of whether you are good or not, because you could beat that one person and you mess up, so it shows that you're not consistent. Maybe you start well and that's about it. Like, yeah, so I can agree on that, but that ability to hold them to that win is what it kind of shows that, yeah, if you can beat them, it means that you have a certain level of skill, right? Sometimes I doubt my skill level in chess. I've beaten Clinton a few times before. I don't know if he will know this, but me, I remember it because, like I said, I look at Clinton and I'm like, wow, because when we were on campus, we've played games and I had a winning, like I was ahead of him. Like, I won more games against him than he did against me, and now I can't even touch him. What? Love the sleep. Come on. So it's not like I've not beaten them before. Like, I have beaten them before. That's not my issue. My issue is not like I've not beaten them before. My issue is I haven't beaten them the proper way. And yes, love the sleep. I know the way. Rapid. Rapid, I'm looking at like 60 plus 30. That's kind of like what I'm looking at. So it's a stretch to say that I want to. Rapid, just not a tournament. I mean, it is a win, but there are some things I don't consider wins, though. There are some things I don't consider wins. So I don't know. Anyways, you are done, Tony. Give me a like now. Thanks. I appreciate it. So yeah, like Kennedy's, I do recognize that what I'm saying is not something that you can do half-heartedly. Like, you can't just wake up one day and beat Kennedy. You can't use 1 year to beat Kennedy. Maybe you can, but you can't just get up and then like, oh, I'm going to study chess, I'm going to beat Kennedy. Nah, the guy has experience. The guy knows what he's doing. So I don't know about him, but yeah, definitely I'm working towards it. So this year is going to be a good year. Hopefully I can play more tournaments. If I can at least get 5 tournaments in the coming year, I'll be good. So like 1 or 2 early chess rapids. Osu, I don't know no, I can't go for the zone 4 points. I don't think it will be in Ghana. Maybe the Osu chess tournament, President's Cup, and then the nationals. That's what I'm talking about, Warigold. If I don't beat them in classical, I'll feel like time pressure, something like I'll give them an excuse. I don't want them to have an excuse, right? I don't want them to have an excuse. I don't even want to give them an excuse, basically. Though my time was low, nah. When the game is over, we know that it's over. So yeah, like I said, let me end off here. A lot of things to work on: the stream, the chess, women chess, everything. So thank you guys for sticking around. I enjoyed the conversation that we had. I know no chess was played today. It was just a nice conversation, and I if you did like that, I enjoyed that. You can always subscribe, follow. That's helped me out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday, which is our steady stream. We'll go back to the end games. We didn't finish going through all the rook and pawn end game positions, so we'll go through the rest of that. And if there's time, we'll do Jonan puzzles. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you. I was going to say I'll see you next year, but next year is on Thursday. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.